world is changing, and so does change. But the mind has the potential to capture the changing world and make every change count. At SkillsMindset, the leading global skills, strategy and corporate development company, we believe that the mind has the potential of transforming the man from obscurity to prominence. It's the reason why we make skills our business. At SkillsMindset, we stand for change, for development and for success. We challenge, we inspire and we lead. With SkillsMindset, your limit is just the beginning. Welcome to SkillsMindset. For more information about the great service we provide, please visit our website on www.skillsmindset.com or give us a call on our UK number on 07957 676 193. Better still, send us an email on info@skillsmindset.com. Skills Mindset. Challenging limits, maximizing opportunities.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you're joining us from. We're live on this month, August 2025, Skills Mindset Masterclass. We are back to meet with you discussing, as usual, crucial topics, to help us and help our businesses. And we are such a time and moment where we are ready for our participant and listener, where we join together to have a discussion, a robust discussion around a very crucial topic, particularly the most important topic at this hour. And friends and listener, you are all welcome everywhere, anywhere you are joining us from. Our guest is ready. We are also ready. We want to quickly welcome everyone who is joining from anywhere, from all our social platforms, Facebook, LinkedIn, and of course, YouTube. Today's topic, as you would know, as you will have seen, is very important, and it's important because of the dimension and approach that our guest speaker is going to be addressing it. It will be very interesting. It's going to be very engaging in terms of questioning and answer. So get ready, get prepared, get yourself ready, get your coffee, or tea, water, whatever it is. Let's do this together tonight, or wherever you're joining from. The topic is Agentic AI as decision makers, implications for productivity and social and service delivery. So welcome everyone joining us live. We are live as well on LinkedIn, on Facebook, and on YouTube. Okay, we're live, and to those who will be watching the replay across all our platforms, you are equally welcome. Welcome at any time you are able to join us or to watch or listen to the replay. So we're thrilled, therefore, to have you with us for another transformative session of the Skills Masterclass. I'm telling you, our guest is fully prepared, ready. He can't wait to start, unleashing some insight into the new trend and what is expected, from this topic. So as always, please share with us where you are tuning in from, your city, and of course your country. Just let us know. And so it will be very important for us all as to, appreciate your attendance and of course welcome you as you have joined us. So thank you. So you can do that anytime, any moment. Just put in your name, the city, and the country you are joining from. We will be able to pick it whether you're joining on Facebook or LinkedIn or of course on YouTube. So today, or this moment, signifies a new awakening as we'll embark on a journey together, always to explore the power of my resource, guided by a seasoned expert. It represents a fantastic opportunity for skill development, business advancement, professional growth, and leadership for everyone involved. So now we will be focusing on a crucial topic, as I've said, that can greatly influence not only our performance and our impact, that impact on our businesses, but of course enhancing personal prospect and strategic leadership through innovation to stay ahead of our game. So our discussion is around agentic AI as decision makers, the implications for productivity and service delivery. What does that mean? This session will examine high-performance strategies aimed at boosting productivity and service delivery, shifting value creation from reactive to productive approaches. It is specifically designed for businesses, for entrepreneurs, marketers, growth leaders, and those who seek to improve service quality and make a significant impact in whatever they do. So our guest today is a highly skilled professional in high octane marketing strategy and a business consultant specializing in capital market trading and venture financing. Please join me in welcoming one and only Sam Onigbanjo, a friend of yours. You're welcome, sir.
Good evening. Good evening. Thank you. Thank you.
Good
Thank
to
you.
see you again. Good to see you. We always love when you come to share knowledge and insight with us, particularly on this masterclass. It's always very engaging, very insightful, and very educative. Thank you so much for coming again, and thank you for your time, and thank you for your expertise you're going to be sharing. So we appreciate that. And I just give a bit of an introduction. You must have, it needs no introduction, because particularly to those who have seen him before on this SkillsMindset masterclass. But then for the benefit of those who will be listening to this for the first time, or listening to him for the first time, he's got a decades of experience in capital market. Sam specializes in trading commodities, forex, and equities. Throughout his career, he has developed a deep understanding of market movement, effective risk management, and the ability to identify lucrative opportunities for strong returns. What a fantastic niche he has built for himself in that area. In addition to his trading and finance expertise, Sam has a strong interest in AI-driven business growth and the role of technology in enhancing scalability and efficiency. He frequently collaborates with organizations to integrate AI and automation into their operations, improving decision making, and of course, market positioning. And he's so passionate about that. So we are so delighted to welcome Sam back to the SkillsMindset Masterclass. The first time was so good that you had to do it again. So you are welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah. So yes, friends and listeners, we're ready to go. We want to roll. But before we do that, please don't forget, as you are signing in and joining in, please just put in a comment your name, the city you are joining from, and the country. We just want to recognize you and shout out to you wherever you are. We will appreciate your attendance, your participation, and of course, very important that we know you are here. But while we are settling in, I had a bit of a chat with our speaker, earlier on in the day before this live event, and he was telling me some things that I can't wait to hear. And I know he's going to be going into that. But without going into the details, he's been here before. He's been on the SkillsMindset Masterclass before, talking about AI as well. But I'd like to know, and I'd like to ask him to share a brief of insight about his business and what has changed, particularly what has changed since his last appearance on the SkillsMindset Masterclass live event. So while we settle in, can we just give him that brief moment to tell us, and of course to whet our appetite for his presentation?
Okay, and thank you so much. Really, really appreciate that. And that question I like. What has changed from the last time? The speed at which we're moving the whole world with AI is so fast. And because I love AI, and I train it, and I build productivity solutions for my clients as well as myself. But put it this way, before I can build for a client, I should have built for myself and tested myself so it works. So I think in terms of what has changed is that we're able to do so much more work in such reduced amounts of time. I mean, it is ridiculous. I mean, I mean, what Gbenga was saying was, before we came on, we were talking about just about my presentation. And I said to him, I said, you know what? Even if I didn't have a presentation, it would take me less than 1 minute to put together a presentation that will wow the whole world. And that's because of AI, right? And because I remember back then when we used to do PowerPoint presentations, this is like a 2-week job. You have to be serious, eat, go into a quiet room, think, and then you start writing and writing. Then you save it, then you do your typos, you do your corrections, think about it, and then you start building the PowerPoint, and then it was a lot of work. So when you think of how we do it today, it is such a laugh when you think that what would take on and off 2 weeks can be done in a minute. So it tells you that even as a business, we're able to do so much more because we have more time. We're able to do more things because in the office now, it's not us doing all the work that is hard, that we don't want to do, we just give the AI, right? And, you know, I always hear this question in the background about AI is taking people's jobs. Not really. What's really going on is that everything you don't want to do, give it to the AI to do. And then all the things that you want to do in the work, you do. So for example, when it comes to meeting people or thinking or designing your presentation, you do that. I can design the presentation. I know what I want to be in it, but writing it, the colors, the grammatical errors, you know, correcting all the typos, putting the colors together, AI, you do that. But the thinking is me. So I can think in 2 minutes and just say, you do it. It's almost like a conversation. You know, some people, when you tell them to put together a document, they'll say, let me explain to you. They just want to talk, but they don't want to write it down. And they will love AI as well, because with AI, all you need to do is talk. AI does the listening, and then all the writing you don't want to do, the AI will do it for you, and just come back in a minute and say, here it is. Won't that make you happy?
Wow.
It makes me happy. Makes me very happy.
I like that. Yeah, you see, thank you so much for that. And I know that you on top of this, and how passionate you are particularly when it comes to productivity, enhancing quality service delivery as well. You know, regardless of what AI can do, you are always so particular about your presentation in terms of what you can offer and the quality of that service delivery and product, you know, that you want to give to people. You're always ensuring that it can be presented in a better fashion and form, and your approaches to things has been. And that's why we won't be surprised of your passion and interest in AI and technology, particularly driving your product and of course your service. So thank you so much for that. We will be going into your presentation in a minute, and I just want people to get settled and get prepared, get ready. We won't be wasting any time this evening. You've said within the short period of time that you were here the first time and the second time that it is today, things have changed, things have improved in a faster rate and of course in a better rate. We want to see what that means, and so that whether we have been lagging behind, we want to see how quickly we can catch up, so that we don't want to be doing the reactive approach, but rather a proactive one. And I know that Agentic AI signifies the next step in the evolution of artificial intelligence, transitioning from reactive tools to proactive decision makers. You know, unlike traditional AI system, which depends on predefined, like you said, rules or human prompts. Agentic AI can autonomously analyze, content, anticipate needs, and of course take initiative in executing tasks. So, without much ado, let us warmly welcome Sam Onigbanjo for his presentation. You are welcome, sir. Please take the floor. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, for starters, I welcome more questions. Just put them in the chat, because that will help me to satisfy you. Other than that, I always have a million things to present on, but I want to make sure that you get maximum value. So please, at any point, put it in there. We'll be watching to read. I'm going to. It's been a while since I've used StreamYard, but I'm going to launch my presentation. I've put it here. It should just load easily. from we currently support, there is upload, and just open it up. Oh, it's already in use. Yeah,
if you just click on present from can you see from StreamYard down below, you will see present.
yep.
Yeah, if you click on that, I think it will take you to where your slides will be on your desktop, and then you
Yes.
can. I think I'm correct though.
No, you are. You know what it is? I just realized what I was doing. I did something wrong. There it is. Right. So it should be coming on screen now. It's loading. So it's loading now. And I'll just let you know, I'm going to, Gbenga said it, I'm going to touch on how we use AI in trading just a little bit, because he mentioned trading. I'm going to touch on how we use AI in productivity, because he touched on it, and a bit of how we use AI in marketing. You're going to see the agentic. The agentic is what really is getting people sitting up. So we're going to have these demos live now. So we're just going to wait for this to go up, because it's going to guide us. And then we're going to flip out of the presentation into some live things that I have. So the idea is that wherever you are at home, I want you to experience this as well. So I just want to say to you, I want to be able to tell you where to go, and then you have a go at it yourself. And then you can share the experience of how this came across with you. Okay. So just for reference, this presentation I've put up here, right? I made it in less than 2 minutes. So this is all of this is AI, the whole thing. The only thing that isn't AI is my thinking. So my name, my website, everything, it does all of that. And I think a really big thing that I want to say is that AI is going to stay forever. It's not going to disappear. So I really recommend that if you are on the border about AI, one of the best things you can do is try and actually understand it, because AI is a code designer. That's one of my programs. I call AI a code designer. So when you look at it, it says agentic AI as decision makers, it is a code decision maker. So I want people to realize that agentic AI will not make decisions for you. It will co-make. And you, the human being, will be the leader. And then the AI, the agentic, will be your supporter. So it's almost like having a CEO and a COO. You are the CEO. The guy that does all the operations is the COO. Your agentic AI is your COO. He will make sure that things are done. You are in charge. AI is not going to start doing things for you. You take charge and let the AI do all the work for you, right? So think about how fast he executes things, how he acts. And with AI, remember, for most people, if you work in a place, maybe at 6 o'clock, 5 o'clock, you close. Just imagine someone gets home at 8 p.m. and they want to talk to your business. You're at home, but the agentic AI is open 24/7. It doesn't close, right? It doesn't close. So you will never be in a position where you have to get to work the next day at 8 and say, oh, I've got 10 emails that came in last night. No, all those emails, agentic AI can read the emails and actually respond to them on the spot, or it can read the emails and put it in your draft for you to come and approve and then press send. Agentic AI, when people call your number, it can answer the phone in your business name and let them know that, for example, that you've gone home or your team have closed, but it is here. Or it can actually pretend as if it's a 24-hour service. It's you are the leader. You will design what you want. What you design is what it will follow, right? And with this agentic AI, I'm going to show you in a minute. Even when it has conversations with people, so let's say it has a conversation with somebody on a Saturday night, and then on Monday you get back to work, and then someone says, oh yeah, I spoke to your staff on Saturday, they said this to me, or they were rude to me, or they didn't tell me this. You can actually go back into the AI and listen to the whole conversation because it was recorded. Your AI and that person, so you can hear. So if this person is just telling you a story, you've got the proof. If the AI has gone haywire, you've got the proof. But the AI can respond for you. It can take payments for you. It can book meetings for you. And most importantly, the AI doesn't just answer from the internet like some people think. It answers from what we call a knowledge base. That means that if, for example, you have written a book like Gbenga now, You've written a book, and everything you want to teach people is based on that book. If you load that book into that agentic AI, it will only answer based on that book. So if that book was published in 2020 and it says the year is 2020, if you ask that AI what year is it, it's going to tell you 2020 because that's what's in the book. Right? So it doesn't, when you have a programmed agentic AI, it does not hallucinate. That's what we call it when you say to AI and it just makes something up, a story. It's hallucinating. But when you have an agentic AI that has a program in it, it won't hallucinate. All right. So I just want you to know some of the things, because these are the things that people think, suppose he does this, suppose he does that. No, we can control it. So it's much better. So right now, I'm going to, I want us to jump into some demos. I want to show you that what I'm saying actually works. So what I want you to do, and I want Dr. Gbenga to do this as well. I want you to go to, I'm going to give you a website to go to. So if you can tap it in. Did you want to say something to me?
No, I'm just
okay.
Expecting it.
All right, so everyone, I'm going to tap it in there as well. Tap with it. I'm going to put it in the chat. It's www. This is one of the websites you can go to. It's my name, www.samonigbanjo.com. Let me tap it in there. That's one. That's just one site. I want you to go to that site. That's everyone, and click on it. Click on it. Type it in. Don't misspell my name. Type it in, and when it comes up, then the next thing I want you to do is to scroll down to the bottom. So type it in first. I know some browsers might be slow, but type it in, right? And then when you're there, scroll down to the bottom. And in the bottom right-hand corner, you see something like talk to my AI team, right? And Dr. Gbenga, are you doing that? I can't hear your volume's gone. Still gone?
Yes. Okay. So the instruction again is for us to go to check. I'm on the website, and you want me to click to the.
No. So scroll to the bottom of the page.
Yes.
And in the right-hand corner, you should see something that says talk to my AI team, right?
Yes.
Okay. So everybody else at home, I'm doing it slowly so they can get there. Scroll to the bottom, top right, bottom right-hand corner, you will see talk to my AI. So now what I want you to do is click on that link.
Okay.
When you click on it, it's probably going to say to you something about approval. Will you allow it to use your laptop's microphone? Something should pop up on the screen.
It came out with terms and conditions first.
Okay, terms and conditions. So accept the terms first.
And then it's when to start. Click the start button to begin the conversation.
So wait, before you start, let's just stop there now.
Okay.
Some people say, is AI safe? You just saw the terms and conditions. So at no point can you say, I didn't know I was talking to an AI. I didn't read. No. There are terms and conditions, right? So there's a law that is guiding this. So I want everyone to realize if you apply this to your business, the terms and conditions can align to, for example, if in the UK, it will align to UK laws. If you're in America, American law. There are terms and conditions. So don't let people fool you and say you can do it. No. There's a structure, there's a governance. So I wanted you to see that. That's why I wanted everyone to go there by themselves. So you've seen it now. Okay, so now the next, before you click on talk or start, when you do click on it, there should be another button that shows up somewhere on the left-hand side that will say something about a microphone. So when you click that, then the microphone, click on that as well, and then it's going to start talking and then have a conversation. So click on that now. Go ahead.
On start button, right?
On start, yes.
Okay. Yes, connecting.
Yeah, okay.
Yes, then asking, this done. Yes.
Let's turn up your volume.
So, it's talking already.
That's it. It's talking to you.
It's asking me, can you help me?
Yeah, answer.
Oh, you want my first name? My first name is Sam. Wow.
What
Yeah.
did they ask you next?
It's asking me that what you do, you help entrepreneurs increase their revenue and break through growth ceilings. Yeah,
Fantastic.
and I said, wow. So we want me to say something. Okay, so how can you help me with my business growth? Yes, that will be Gbenga_Lawal@yahoo.com.
So it doesn't ask you for your email.
Yes, that's correct.
It's going to ask you for your number.
Yes, we can have 079 576 76193. That's correct. Yes, I'm into management consultancy, and I want to see how we can grow that and helping more people and organization. A good cash flow and good, yes.
All right, you can turn it off now.
Yeah.
You can turn it off.
Okay. End calls.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow, that's fantastic. That's a great experience,
Right.
actually.
So
Rather than typing and filling forms, you can
yeah.
just have a chat and then,
Yeah.
that's
And
interesting.
look at the beauty. So number one, it's agentic. So it was talking to you and listening to you.
Yeah.
And the next thing it did that every business wants, when you've gone home, you want someone to collect people's name, phone number, and email, so that the next day when you return to work, you can just check the brain and it will tell you who called today. Gbenga. What's his email? That's his email. What's his phone number? There. And it's all there. So you're also collating data. Right. So this is so important. Every business says, I want more leads. I want more leads. This is another way to get leads. While you're at home with your family, let this one do the work for you. And you can change it to any accent. And let me ask you, how was that? Did you hear him clearly? Was the voice clear?
Yes, very, very clear and very, very friendly.
This is it. So these things we train, right? So it doesn't just happen as magic. So what we do is we have to train the voice to sound friendly, train the voice to be clear, train the voice to ask the right questions. What's your name? What's your email? What's your phone number? And then if you kept on with it, it will keep on speaking to you more and more, either about revenue, marketing, or cash flow, because that's what I've trained it to do, because that is my product knowledge. So if I was Gbenga now, it will probably be asking and talking about management consultancy, because that's what he does. If I was a medical doctor, it would do exactly what that doctor asked it to do. If you're in real estate, it will do the same thing. If you own a financial services business, it will do the same thing. It will do exactly what you have programmed it to do, or what we program it to do for you.
Yeah, sorry, Sam. I don't know how we want to do this. I think you have just triggered something that people are really interested. So that's a listener, Kayode to Joby. Mr. Kayode, if you can just tell us where you are dialing in from, and the city and the country would be great. Because he wanted to know that, he said it's on your website now. He wants to know the next thing to do. But of course, I know I can take him through by saying scroll down to the page of the website. And then on your right-hand corner, you will see what's the name of that thing? Connect with us or what?
Something like Team AI or something like that.
Yeah. So, Mr. Coyote, I'm not sure if you are engaging now at the moment, but if you can, number one, type your city and the country you are joining from. And then, of course, the next thing to do on Mr. Sam's website is to scroll down to the bottom of the page. Scroll down to the last bottom of the page, and then of course you will see
It will say talk with AI team.
Yes, you will see. Yes, talk with AI team. It's just like when you want to chat, with someone online. You will see talk with AI team. Click on that, and it will take you to accepting terms and condition. Once you accept that, the next thing will then be it to start. Once you click on start, and then you'll be chatting and discussing with AI. I'm not sure if that helps, but if you can try that, that'll be good. So while you're doing that, if you have any question or anything, any challenge, let us know while Mr. Sam continues his presentation. Thank you. He said, all right, thanks. Thank you, sir.
Okay.
I think he's getting it here.
All right. So and let me go deeper into it as well. I'm glad you asked that question. So now that is one agentic AI, right? So this agentic AI is on that site, which is my name. It's on my other site, which is AI Academy for Beginners. It's on my other site, Great Business Platforms, and I can put it onto 100 different sites. The same one agentic AI.
It's not on SkillsMindset yet. You have not put it on that one. It is not on SkillsMindset website yet.
Oh, I've not. Oh no, we're gonna have that talk. Yeah, okay, we're gonna have that talk. Yeah, we're gonna. So I wanted to break it down for people so they get it. So this one agentic, we can plant on 5 websites, 10 websites, 15 websites. We can put it there, right? That's one thing. The other thing is, let's say, for example, you get called on to Sky News or ITV News or CNN, and you do an interview, and then there's 2 million people. No, even you're on YouTube. Come on, and there's 20,000 people listening, and then you say to them, yes, I'm releasing an album, or you can join my course. You know what happens when 50 people call you at the same time? Your line just gets jammed. It's like, oh my God, there's a queue. It's either the line is engaged, it's on call wait, or it's like you can't get through, network issues. With agentic AI, even if 500 people call you at the same time, it will answer all 500. If 500 people go to that website at the same time, it will answer all 500 at the same time. If you call the number, which we're going to experiment in a minute, I'm going to show you how you can do it with a phone number as well. It will answer all 500, 600 at the same time. So gone are the days where you'd say there's a queue, or I work for the council. Oh, I'm in the queue. And we want to talk about this council tax. We're in the queue. There's no more queue. With this, there's no more queue. There's no more queue. And this can also do security checks. So somebody calls and says his name is Gbenga, and he says, okay, you're Gbenga. What is your account number? You say 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And then you make sure it does 2 more security checks. Like, for example, what is your date of birth, or when was the last time? And if you get those things right and you pass the test, the AI can then reveal the information for you. If you fail the test, the AI will say, well, you've not come through. The best thing for you to do is call back between 9 to 5 and speak to a human agent, or whatever you're training to do. But the AI can also secure your information for you. One thing that I did that I love so much was I had a client in a housing association here in the UK, and they said to me, that their job is so stressful, and they're always going for. And I noticed it because if sometimes when you go near council, people that work for the council, I noticed they're always on a coffee break or a fag break. I'm going for a fag. I'm going for a coffee. I'm sick tomorrow. Why is everyone working always sick? But you know what it is? When I started to speak to this person, one of the things that came across is that there was a lot of abuse. And the abuse wasn't people saying you're stupid or you're a bastard. No, it was more people writing condescending emails. There are emails that people write that none of the words are actually directly abusive, but they're condescending. They make you, when you read it, it makes you feel less of a person. And you feel, why is this person writing to me this way? The tone they're using. Now, with AI doesn't have emotions. So you can write a condescending email to AI. You can write a rude email to him. It does reply. It won't say he's angry. So if you work for a council, or even if you work for a restaurant, and someone says, I'm waiting for my food. I booked this order 1 hour ago. Are you people mad? AI doesn't understand that. I tell you, the order will be there shortly. You can abuse the AI If it doesn't understand, it will just say the order will be there in 5 minutes. So a lot of that stress that people get from abuse, you can push it to the AI as well. And as you heard, the AI talks and listens. So it's not as if the AI is going to ignore them. It will listen to them, but it just won't count it as serious. It will only do what you need to do while you can stay in the kitchen, in the restaurant, cooking the food or dispatching the food to the Uber driver. So you don't have to experience abuse. So really, restaurant owners that do deliveries, this is perfect for you. It will be zero abuse for you, right? So I've pretty much given you an example on a website. So on the website, you heard the AI speak to you and talk back. And please be rest assured, it can also chat. So if you didn't want a verbal one, you wanted us to chat, the AI will chat, and the speed at which it chats is completely different from, things like Zendesk. When you have some websites, it will say chat to our bot, and then you send a message, and then after 10 minutes it replies, or after an hour, AI will reply instantly. So that speed, AI is so fast. And remember, it will only reply from your knowledge. So if your knowledge says amala is £10, goat meat is £5, fish is 15, just put it in it will just reply. So it will never get it wrong, right? So I'm just trying to give different examples so people can actually realize that this is something that you can use in a restaurant, you can use it in a club, you can use it in a council, you can use it in any business. It is, and it's not to sack your staff, it's just to help your staff, because your staff can do the cooking. You don't have to answer the phone. Just let the AI do the phone and the emails, and it will get it right. Now, so we've done a demo on the page, and I've shown you that up to 1,000 people can actually talk to the AI at the same time. So I can see the card reply there. Thank you, sir. Right. I'm really glad. You can put it on your website. It will talk, it will reply and all that. Now, you can also do this with a phone number, right? So I can actually go along and actually show you one of my phone numbers that you can actually call. But before we go there, so for example, I'm calling from the UK. And I know that in the UK, even if you have staff and you say your staff salary is, for example, £2,000, what that really means to you as an employer is that you're probably paying about 2,500, because you have to pay the staff and you have to pay. So there's two NIs, there's two contributions you pay. So as a employer, you deduct your staff contribution for the government, but then as an employer, you deduct for your staff, and then as an employer, you yourself have to pay for them as well. So when you're telling someone you're paying them 2,000 a month, you end up paying maybe 2,500. So, and that's why sometimes people want you to do everything, as in this money, do that, do this, do that, and it's this work is so much. What I'm saying to you with AI is that you can still employ that person for that same 2,000. But then you can get all the work done, right? Because you don't need to give them extra time or stress them, because you can deploy AI monthly in hundreds. So when I say, I'm saying hundreds of pounds, not thousands, hundreds of pounds per month. You can deploy an AI that will do all the, like I said earlier, the email answering, the phone calls, replying people. It can do your accounts. It can do, because all you need to do is set it. You see, so if you have a till, so let's say, for example, you have a Stripe, or you have a PayPal or something, and it's reconciling. These systems, they'll say this month, in the last 30 days, you've made £28,000. You just need to plug the AI in. The AI will read it, and then you tell the AI how much is for tax, how much is for NI, how much is left for cash flow. It will just do everything for you. And you just come out and say, there it is. So so you don't really have to stress. And then you find out that you're giving your accountant easier work to do, and your accountancy bill will fall, because an accountant is charging for different things. So if you've done most of the work and you say, accountant, we don't need this, we don't need that, just this bit, you will pay less and get more done. So you find out that all those excessive operational costs, we have to pay this person, we have to pay that person, you can cut it out. You can really cut a lot of it out. So you find out that more of the money stays with your business. And it's not because you're sacking anyone. It's because you're just becoming much more effective, right? And then the second thing that I want to say is that if you have, so for example, now, for anyone that's registered here, you might have given your name, your email, your phone number, and in a sense, it's a database, right? Now, this database, we can instruct the AI to say, right, after this meeting, everyone that's registered for this meeting, based on the content, follow them up and ask them how their business is, what their point of pain is, what they think they want to use the AI for, and give them these columns. And people can actually just reply and say, oh, yeah, this. And then it comes back and then tell the AI to read it and say, right, these are the things that we can offer. As a management consultancy, Dr. Gbenga Lawal can do A, B, C, D, E, F. And people can say, oh, that's really useful. I didn't know that before. And then the AI is actually doing marketing for you, marketing and follow-up. So people that have registered, follow them up and consistently market while you are doing something else with your business. And then the third thing is the administration. After this event, you want to start sending people, thank you email, thank you for coming, thank you for, let the AI do it all. You don't need to do all that stuff. AI can do it on a wild scale, right? So that is really, really, really important. Now, the other thing I want to show you is that apart from AI talking on your website, which you can actually dial a number. So I'm going to give Gbenga a number now. And everyone else that's here, I'm going to give you all the number. You can dial this number and you can listen to AI. And if you like this, once again, you can actually apply this to your own business. Okay. So I'm just going to pull up my AI number because I've got quite a few. I'm going to type it in so you can also see. So Gbenga, it is 07700102137. I'm going to press send on that. Okay, so I've put that in there as well.
Okay, one sec, because I need to put it where others can see it as well.
Okay. So what we're doing, just remember, we did voice on the website, and now we're going to do voice on the phone.
How about those who are not within UK? Is it only for UK at the moment?
No. So good. That's a very good question. So if you're in America, whatever, we can do localized numbers. So if you're in America, we can do American number. You're in Canada, Canadian number. You're in France, we can do a French number. We can do numbers that are local to where you are. That said, I would have loved to have numbers local to Nigeria. You know that, but the technology hasn't caught up yet. So we can't do Nigeria. And that's not because I don't want to. If there's one place I want to do Nigeria, but the technology hasn't caught up in that part of the world. But most of the Western world, Europe, Asia, we can definitely do local numbers to those countries. Okay. So Gbenga, I think it's you again. You're gonna please dial that number and put it on, okay, and then talk to one of my AIs again.
Hello. AI Academy for Beginners. Thanks for calling. How can I help you today?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, I can hear you. How can I assist you today? Are you interested in learning how AI can help grow your business or idea?
Yes, that's true.
Great. I'm excited to help you get started with AI for your business. What's your first name?
My name is Sam.
Great to meet you, Sam. Could you share your best email address so I can send you follow-up details?
That will be Gbenga_Lawal@yahoo.com.
Thanks, Sam. And just so we can keep you updated directly, what's the best phone number to reach you on?
079-576-76193.
Perfect. At AI Academy for Beginners, we help entrepreneurs, coaches, and professionals unlock the power of AI to grow faster, save time, and increase revenue. Would you like me to share a quick overview?
That'll be good. Thank you.
Here's the short version. We show you how to use AI to attract more clients, automate your workload, and increase income without needing any tech background. Everything is designed to be practical and easy to apply. Our next live webinar is on Monday, 1st of September at 6:30 p.m. In that session, we'll walk you through the exact steps to start winning with AI. Would you like me to secure your free ticket?
That'll be fantastic. Thank you for that.
Wonderful, Sam. I'll reserve your free ticket for the webinar on Monday, 1st of September. 1st of September at 6:30 p.m. You'll receive all the details by email and text soon. If you have any questions or want to know more about our courses or coaching, just let me know.
You can cut him off now. So you see, so that's more marketing. Your name, your email, your phone number, and guess what, guys? Everyone watching, I'm doing an AI webinar on Monday. That's this Monday. So you see, I've trained my AI to do my marketing for me, and now that Gbenga put down a name and number, that is going into a system. I don't need to do anything, and from that system, he's just going to get an email sent to him, giving him a ticket for Monday, while I'm here enjoying myself. Yeah. So this is how agentic AI works. It's a co-design. If I design it with rubbish, it's going to tell you rubbish. So I have to co-design. You have to co-design. So we have a responsibility. What do you want it to say? What do you want it to do? How do you want it to operate? Do you want it to talk? Do you want it to text? Do you want it to email? Do you want it to on your website? All these things are there. They're all possible. And that's why I wanted everyone here to actually participate. Because if I just tell you this, you might think that's what that man said. But when you go to the website and you do it yourself, when you call the number yourself, then you actually have participated in that learning and you know it's true. So then all you need to do, if you want to know more, is on Monday, you just need to Gbenga will share the details with you. You just tell him and you just send you the link and you just join us at 6:30. And we're going to do an even deeper presentation into how AI works. And obviously from there, if you want to know more, you want this to work for you, you want to be an AI consultant, or you want to use AI in your business, or you want to use it for anything else, just talk to us. We're all in business. We're all here to help each other scale and grow. Okay. So I hope that answers that there. So we've done AI on a website. We've done AI on a phone, but there's more. I said I use AI in trading, right? I know people like that one. Say, there's money there. Okay. Let me keep on jumping. So let me go. So I've explained a lot about productivity, about automating tasks. I've given examples of what it can do. And it's like, it's embedded. It took his name, his email, his phone number, send him an email. It's embedded. So this has automated that administrative task. Nobody has to come and do it at 8:45 in the night. You should be at home eating puff and watching TV. Let the AI do that work. And also the market intelligence is done it. It's found out all the information. Let it do the work. And then the third point I put there is that you reclaim your time. So I can be at home here in my house and then AI has done it. So all these things work. You just need to pay attention and that you find out that there's no stress. On Monday morning, nobody says there's an email you've not replied. All emails have been replied. Everything has been done. All phone calls have been replied. People call you at 2 a.m, it will reply. So you can be relaxed. So your customers will say you have fantastic customer service. That said, if I was having a restaurant and the restaurant closed at 1 a.m. and people call at 2, the AI would say, you know what, the kitchen is closed. So we can't deliver food after 1 a.m. or before 10 a.m. But if you want to book with me and you want us to deliver for you at 10:30, all you need to do is tell me what you want. And then you say, this is it. Choose. Do you want amala? Do you want yam? Do you want this? And then at the end of it, it takes a payment. So this AI will take the payment. So when you wake up in the morning at 7, you don't see another payment in your account. And it's there, £25 for Bio John and number 10 Brown Street, deliver. Simple. Just wake up, do the food, you've got paid, call the Uber, it's gone there. No stress. You don't have to listen to answer machine. What did you say? Has he paid yet? No, everything's done. Right? So this is how we can really scale. And this AI is still new in different places. So I'm using it in my business. And I know that in a matter of time, more and more businesses will use it. But if you have a restaurant or some sort of business and you want to go ahead fast, I want you to really consider using AI. And remember what I said. This thing is sustainable with hundreds of pounds. So if you think of it, if you employ one more person at £2,000 a month, this AI, the AI will do more than the person, and it will cost far, far, far less. It costs more than 70% less. So you're saving money, right? So it's not just about what is AI. It's like, what can AI do for me? It can do a lot, right? Okay, let's keep on moving because I know time is going. We've spoken about marketing. And with that, let me not make assumptions. So people might say, I don't know how to create images or videos that I can use in my marketing. AI will do it all. It's just that I'm not the best at stream. I would have shown you some videos that we just create in less than 2 minutes, videos, and we can do in AI, we can do live people. So it means Gbenga's picture. I can take Gbenga's picture and put him in my house now, or put him in number 10 Downing Street, right? We can take so obviously AI, we all know AI, you can just make somebody on AI, we know that, but real people, not just his face, or all of him, the head, the leg, everything, put it right in front. So AI can do this. So it can do it in pictures, it can do it in videos. So there's no reason why you can't have the very best images and videos that will make people get really excited. And if there's one thing I know, when I do my marketing, people love it. People love it. I don't know if I sent the last one did I send you Gbenga the one with the gym? Did I send you? Did you see it?
Yes, I saw that one. Yes.
That one is a bestseller. All the women love it. We're registering. They love the gym one. So what I'm trying to say is that with AI, you can unleash your creativity and you get people looking at it and thinking, this is really nice. Sam, can you do this? I want this in my business. And they start registering. So once again, if I did not co-design, AI would just say, what do you want? And you say, I want a flyer, and it does do a flyer. But because there is a part in a human that has to co-create, you will co-design, tell the AI, and then the AI will bring your creativity to life, right? So a lot of people I know are very creative, but it's like, you can't pay for the graphic designer, you can't pay for the videographer, it's a lot of costs. So with AI, you don't need to pay for all those people. You just need to express your creativity and it comes to life. So you can really reduce your costs and get it done fast and get your marketing out there. Okay. I want to show you, I was going to show you podcast as well, but I just realized that on this thing, I can show you, but I'm not the best on StreamYard. Let me think of a way to do it. I'm going to put a link. Gbenga, let me ask you a question. Can I share my screen apart from this presentation? Can I share my actual screen on this?
You mean your
my laptop? If I want to show something on my laptop, like
I think so. Ayo can tell us if you can do that.
Ayo, if you can help.
Yeah.
If not, you just have to take my word for it, guys.
It's a yes, you can.
Okay, so can you guide me through, Ayo? How do we do it?
It's the same approach. You click on present, and then
okay. All right. Let me pull up one of my trading, something for trading. Let me pull that up. Just hold on. Pull that up.
And then you click on share screen or something.
Okay, let's do this. I'm ready. I love this stuff. So I'm gonna present.
So are you gonna drop this one and do that one, or you want to do it side by side?
Because I still want to come back to this one.
Yeah. Okay.
So if I can do, Ayo, can I do both? Or should I stop this one? I don't mind. Just tell me what to do, and I'll do it.
It's a yes. That's fine. Yes. Try. Click on. Yeah. Click on.
Okay. Let's do that.
Click on.
Share screen. She works on a good computer. Yes. Okay. Share screen. Yeah, I can see it.
Yes,
okay.
It's coming up.
Let me know when it shows up fully.
Yeah, he will take over from the back office now. Yes. Is that your screen?
Just read what it says.
It's a Forex support system.
That's it. That's my screen. So this is one of the tools that I give to my students when we want to trade, right? So let me play about with it. Let me say, let's say I want to make I want to, oh, okay. Which trade would have, okay, no, let's do it like this. I want to trade oil, or not even gold. I want to trade gold next week. What tips do you have for me? All right. So this is turboed towards trading. So if you can see the screen, number one for next week is telling you is non-farm payrolls. Can you see my screen? I can't hear you. Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can. I can see your screen, and I can see.
So the first tip is non-farm payrolls. That's the biggest thing for next week. If you don't know what that is, that's when the US government releases economic data. It's the biggest trading news of the month. It comes out once a month. So this is coming out on Friday. So it's telling you when. Then also number two, there's a possible Federal Reserve rate cuts. If you know anything about trading in America, you know that Donald Trump is having a go at the chair of the Federal Reserve. That's Mr. Powell, and even to one of the other governors, Lisa Cook. So there's a lot that's likely to happen. It's giving you insight as to what can happen and a key level. So it's telling you that around this is where the money is. It's giving you an idea. Then there's some technical factors and more and more. I'm going to stop it here because honestly, this stuff really is for my paid students, right? And you've not paid. So but I just want you to have a little taste, as in that's the outer bit and it goes inner. But these things really help us when it comes to trading. And I know most people want money. So once again, you can program AI to help you. It's not magic, but it can actually help you and guide you towards how you can really make some winning trades. So that is an example of how you can use AI in trading. So you don't have to really spend so much time checking. It would do all the checking for you, tell you when, what to look out for, and then you just nuzzle in there and you go for your win. Okay. I think that what I should do is practically stop, because I can go on and I shouldn't go on and on. If you want to know more, please talk to Dr. Lawal, and he'll send you an invite for what we're doing next week, Monday, and you can come along. But I wanted you to actually just taste and see that these things work and that there's somebody in town that can actually help you with these things. And before I can help you, I've helped myself. So I help myself with trading. It works for me. Those other things that I've said there, they all work on my business. So it benefits me first before I can actually tell anybody else that it benefits them. Okay, so I guess on this page is my details. If you can see them, I think it looks a bit small, but there's an email there. If you email that email, AI will reply you. I was going to put my other phone number there, but I thought, no, it might be too much. My other phone number being the AI number, it would just shock you. So let me give you a human number and a human WhatsApp. So if you WhatsApp that one, a human will reply you, not AI. But you email, AI will reply you. And that's a website. If you scroll down the bottom of that website, there's AI there waiting to reply you as well. So it's just a bit of fun, so you know that these things are really introduced and then they really work as well. Okay.
Thank you so much. That's brilliant, actually. And I'm sure you're going to be getting a lot of remarks and questions. But one of the remarks we have here is from, our senior colleague, Professor Adebiyi Abosede from Nigeria, saying, of course, just passing a comment, so to say, on what you said earlier on when you were mentioning what AI can do. And say when you talked about saving money and saving time. So save money but increase human unemployment. What do you say to that?
I'm glad.
Is that really true?
I'm glad the professor said that. I am so glad the professor said that. You know, what happened? You know, I give people an example and I talk about a car. When we were younger, when we used to go to school, we used to have a driver that would take us in a new 505 with an AC. So for us, a 505 was a nice thing. So I was coming to pick us up AC. But there was a boy one day, he said he hates that car. I said, why? Say, that car killed his father. What do you mean? What really happened is that the father was involved in an accident and the driver was driving a 505. And unfortunately, very unfortunately, the boy's father lost his life. But the reason why I'm bringing it up is that when our driver used to take us to school and when the other driver drove recklessly, it wasn't the 505, it was the human beings. You have a human being that's drunk, he can kill. You have a human being that is being careful, he'll drive you to school carefully. Now, the reason why I address that is that if you listen to some of my presentations, I kept on putting the AI as a co-designer, meaning stay in your jobs and the AI will help you. So you don't want to go to, for example, in Nigeria, they'll say, where's your file? Come back in 3 weeks. I've come here at 9 o'clock. They haven't seen me today. Come back tomorrow. You sit down there for a whole day. This is what we're referring to. We're saying if you get there at 9, by 9:30, all your stuff should be done. Not come back the next day and the next day, then you put it into prayer and fasting, and then you have to go and see one allergy. It cuts out that. But on the other side, if you have people that are just money conscious, as in, I don't care about anybody else, sack them and let me keep all the money, that's what they're going to do with the AI. And you can't stop them. But so really, the real question is that you need the right kind of people in good positions. Because when you have the right people, they're not going to sack everybody. They're going to say, well, we have this stuff, let's retain them, keep them happy, and then use the AI to do the rest of the work without spending more money. But ultimately, Professor, it's not down to the AI, it's down to the person that is using the AI. In Nigeria, there's oil and gas. If you have responsible people, that country should have electricity 24 hours a day. But if you have irresponsible people, there's no light. So it's not the oil and gas. Neither is it God. It's the people. So that, respectfully speaking, that issue of perceived unemployment is not down to AI. It's down to bad leadership, because every leader knows you have to have people in employment. Because if you say AI does everything and nobody works, there's going to be mayhem. In as much as they're saying it in America and England, no one can do that. If people are not employed, your country is finished. So please, it's a very valid question, but I think the real answer lies in responsible leadership. That's where there will be safeguards around unemployment. But Professor, thank you so much for your question. I liked it. Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, you've got another one on the screen there. I'm not sure if you can see it. If you don't mind, I can read it out as well.
Sure.
Yeah, so what types of business decisions are best suited for delegation to agentic AI?
I like that question. Okay, so in the beginning, the whole idea behind AI, there was something called the 4Ds, right? Every decision that is dull, right? So when I say dull, it means that somebody wrote a complaint, there's 400 pages. Nobody wants to read 400 pages. Nobody wants to read 400 pages to find one line. That's dull work. That's what AI is for. Just load it in the AI, find the line that says there's a complaint. Let the AI go and do it. Human beings, don't kill yourself looking at a computer screen till you have headache. That's what AI is designed for. Everything that is dull. The second thing is everything that's difficult. When anything is difficult to do, as in, you don't want to go there, it's dangerous or hazardous, you don't want to risk human life, let the AI go and check it. Let the AI go there, because AI doesn't have a spirit. It can't die. If you go there and something happens, you can die. AI can't die. Send the AI there. So everything that's done is true. Everything. You can ask AI, it can't die. you have a family, you have children. No. You have your holiday planned. No. AI can't let the AI go there. So as we laugh, right, we can start to see the benefits as it's true. Who wants to go and kill himself there? Let the AI go and do it. So things that are difficult, that are dangerous, that are dull, that's what AI is primarily designed to do. Even when it comes to figures, and you're like, I'm a fashion designer, I want to make more clothes and I want to design. You don't really want to be say who paid this week and who owes us money, who do we have to chase. Let the AI do it. The AI will tell you this person has done it, and then the AI can even call them. You see the same way there. AI will call people and say, Mrs. Balogun, you still let the AI talk. So if Mrs. Balogun wants to abuse, let him abuse AI. AI doesn't understand abuse. It will just keep on talking while you focus on what you want to do, right? So AI is really designed for all the things that you don't want to do, let it do. And the things that are fun, like talking to people, having this kind of conversation is fun. I'll do it. But the hard work, let the AI do it. That's what it's designed for.
Well, thank you so much. That's interesting. Although I have another question here, but before I say that, there's this one that I thought I should just share with you when you mentioned AI cannot die. He said, "Can AI instigate conflict and engage in
warfare?" Oh wow! If you can still hear me, because you are frozen. Okay, you're moving now. That's a funny one. Okay, that's a funny one. You know, like when the professor asked, I think it's the same thing. If people use AI and they program it for war, that's where it's going. But if your program is, look, let's make our business easier, that's where it's going. So as funny as it is, it's like a knife. You use the cut meat, then the meat you cook it, you enjoy. You use the cut fish, you enjoy. Someone else can take a knife and stab someone. So it's always about that person. So I'm trying to defend AI. AI won't start this thing. It's bad people that we use it. So it's not the AI's fault, please. So let's have some mercy on AI.
Okay. That's true. Yeah, thank you so much for that. Yeah, that's just because it's a tool anyway. So it's all about, you can misuse it, you can abuse it, but it's a tool. So it depends on whose hand the tool lies, isn't it? Yes. Okay. Before there's another question, but take this one first, if you can. How can organizations balance human oversight with AI autonomy to maintain accountability?
Okay, that's one of those professorial questions. Once again, I use that word co-design. So it really means that when any kind of AI is being built, people have to decide the governance, and then what they decide is what is embedded in the AI. So, for example, when AI was initially built, when it was doing generative images, for some reason, the designers kept on going for different models of Caucasian people. So every time AI did a Caucasian person, the image came out very nice. And when they were doing initially Black people, they came out horrible. Even sometimes it was coming out as monkeys because the AI could not understand. Why couldn't it understand? Because the people that programmed it with a heavy bias towards Caucasians. So answering this, it is that human oversight. All of us have to share our voices into what we expect the oversight to be. Because once again, if it is left to a minority they may design the oversight to only suit what they want and not what you want. So it's important that in answering that question, we all have to step up and we have to make sure that our voices are heard and our voices are inputted into the AI and into the accountability structure so that it meets our expectations. So once again, as human beings, we just have to show up and make sure we're doing the right thing with it. So please keep on sharing your views. That's the way we'll get AI to be accountable.
Okay, thank you. Moving forward, we have another one from Professor Abosede, who says that AI, as nice as it is, won't it remove the humanness? The humanness. To what extent does it embrace flexibility?
Honestly, these are actually good questions because once again, I am actually a liberal. I'm more of a passionate thinker. So those things won't happen with me. But I'm just one person. In the AI community, there are so many people that their perception of life is, in my own view, is very biased and perverse. So what Professor is saying there is right, because you have to have voices like Professor that actually make sure that there is a governance structure. That's the key. So, Prof, I think the key here is, as much as your influence lies, for example now, even as a piece of work or study, even if you had a sample, you spoke to 200 people and you got their views, and those views were made an academic piece, I would want you to push that. I would want you to push your questions and your answers to a higher level of accountability where people have to take it serious. But this is what we expect. This is, if you're going to bring in, for example, you're going to bring in, let me be careful with this, but a lot of AI tools are global, and it could be that, for example, in Nigeria, you have particular preferences. So you want to be in a position to say, well, if this AI comes into this country, we don't want the AIs, we don't want the governance of that AI to supersede the governance of our country in these areas. So let's say, for example, everyone in Nigeria was Roman Catholic, right? And then in AI, they had room for Protestants and all sorts. You could then say, well, in our area, we only want the AI to align with Roman Catholic. If it doesn't, reject it. And then that will force the people that are creating the AI to actually create another condition that says, in this country, you have to only acknowledge and abide by Roman Catholic rules or you're out. So, and you can work out the rest. You can see how wide this can go, but people have to speak. You have to speak, and you must be heard by your government to actually implement that level, that actually make sure that that your point of view or other human points of view that may not have loud voices can be heard. And when I say loud, I don't mean loud in volume. I mean they're just not visible. Maybe they're poorer or they don't know how to get to government, but their voices still must be heard. So yes, Professor. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Yeah, keep coming in. There's so many questions here. I told you you're gonna trigger a lot of stuff tonight.
Come on Monday, people. Come on Monday.
Okay. Yeah, Prof said I enjoy your human angle to the possible unemployment challenge. That's good. This one says, what risk or ethical concerns should leaders be aware of when adopting agentic AI for decision making? Very good question.
And before I answer that question, let me say something. This is going to be a bit cheeky because I like laughing when I talk. So you see, for me, because I am a capitalist, right? When I look at questions, I always think, when you ask this question, what are you going to gain from it? So I'm thinking, if you're saying these things, even if it's answered, how does it satisfy you? So someone like myself now, my questions always align along revenue, marketing, strategy, because I know if I get the answer, I can apply it to my business and make money. But a lot of the questions I'm getting here, I can see people they're more academic, which is good. You're academic people, you're asking these very good questions. But with AI, I want to encourage you, always ask questions that will increase. I'm not greedy, but I want you to ask questions that will increase your own cash flow. It's very important, right? But that said, we're going to answer this question now. So the question was, what risks of ethical concerns should leaders be aware of when adopting agentic AI for decision making? My people, as they will say, people need to be aware, because the only way you can be aware is by coming to live webinars like this, understudying, learning more about what AI can actually do. Because if you don't, because I can imagine having a leadership that are not connected to AI, they won't even know what to ask because they don't understand the benefits or the dangers of AI. So I think that the actual risk is having leaders or influencers of leaders that don't understand is the first step. I'm going to say this, most of education is linear. Go to primary school, go to nursery school, pass. Primary school, pass. do your O levels, get eight A's, pass. Go to university, get a 2-1 or a first class, pass. 3 years, get a job, get married. From there, have children, have grandchildren. When you're 80, these are 90, die. So it's very linear. But what's going on with AI now is that we are in a completely unlinear dimension. So that linear way of thinking must be suspended, because it won't align with what we've got now. What we need is that we need to adapt to what's going on. There's been a disruption. AI has disrupted things. We need to adapt. We can't use the same linear approach. It's almost like a farmer saying, I'm going to the farm with my hoe, and my grandfather used to go with hoe and axe. No, it's gone. It's mechanized. You have to adapt, right? So what I'm really saying here now is that recognizing adaptation is not easy, because all of us resist change. Nobody wants change. But when it comes, we need to recognize that it must be adapted. If we're not, we'll be left behind, right? And that's why even in this space, because of my adaptive mind, that's why my voice is loud. Because when you look at my age group and everything, there are not that many voices. They're not adapting. They're staying linear. We didn't know this, but I'm adapting. So all of a sudden, I've been repositioned. That's part of what is causing this. So I want to encourage you that the same ability that was used to excel in your pre-organized work life needs the same energy should be applied, but in an adaptive manner. That's the best way to put it, because none of us knew AI was coming. The only difference is that some of us, when it came, we just grabbed it, and some of us are still stunned. So that's the honest answer. It's about the ability to adapt and accept where we are now. I think that's my best answer.
Yeah, thank you so much. That's actually true. Thank you so much for that. I think we have about 2 or 3 more, of course, and I can tell you the thoughts behind this. Most of these questions are because, number one, not because of the posture of or disposition of people in attendance or asking or willing to ask questions. It's also because they wanted to know, before they launch into things that are new, they want to know what are the things they needed to be aware of, so that they don't just jump into things and then, of course, land themselves in challenges. Of course, if there are no challenges, that would be fantastic. But again, it's good to know. And I think that's one of the reasons why you will have Dari asking, are there penalties for going against, for instance, ethical standards and governance in AI? I think you still have responsibility. If you use AI to produce anything, it is you have a responsibility to. Anyway, I'll leave it with you to answer.
Yeah, you know what, Dari? Good question. So, so when we say AI, right? So one of the most popular AI platforms out there is called OpenAI. OpenAI own ChatGPT, and then you have platforms like Gemini, owned by Google. Then you have other platforms. So what happens is that the big boys, like the OpenAIs and the Geminis, if you, for example, say to them, create an image of a naked woman, you will get an answer that says, this goes against our policies, we cannot do it, ask something else. So as global platforms, things about maybe abuse, racism, nude, in general, those AI platforms, it has been programmed in not to accept those things. However, this is where you are dealing with human beings. So another human being can then take a program that has ethical boundaries and then try and embed it in another program and try and deceive it, because that's what people do. You try and trick the AI, and AI can be, just like anybody, AI can be tricked. It can be tricked. So if they are, so that said, now that person that has tricked the AI has found a route to breach its ethical standards. All that will happen is that when the owners of the AI discover how the breach was made, all they can do is react and try and block that. It's almost like hacking with AI, with software. You make something, you say it's secure, a hacker comes, he's found a hack. Then you keep on improving. So once again, it's down to human beings. It's humans. And the ones bringing the trouble, all the manipulation is them.
Yeah. Thank you. I think it's a continuation of, but the basic Prof was saying contributing anyway. But the basic essence of production and marketing is being is bring satisfaction to potential consumers that when done effectively or efficiently. Yes, profitability revenue is achieved. Academics have changed from being
I
of
like
course,
that. Prof,
of course,
thank you, sir. I like that.
of course, things
I
are.
like that.
And then you needed to know the school of thought that Prof is coming from actually. So I think well done, sir. Thank you so much for your contribution.
Professor,
And
I like that.
you also explained, okay, this is what we're talking about. He said whatever is done, whether with AI should still be logically explained. Very true. Very true.
Yes.
I mean, it's a tool. So it's just like you use your laptop to type something, to type your speech. You cannot, if you type rubbish, you will print out rubbish, and you cannot go and say it's the computer that is giving you. You got to do your editing, you got to do your proofreading. I mean, it's exactly the same way. Just like the case study you gave in terms of accident with somebody's car. You have reckless driver. The car is to take you from one point to another point, but you can wreck it before you get to the other point. You can't blame the car for it. Of course, the point where you blame the car is when it's malfunctioning, when it's not supposed to. Okay, you can then talk to the manufacturer. And that's why you interrogate and question some things. So tools are tools. They're just to help you, to aid you, to get things done. They're to assist you to make sure you can do better and perform smarter if you don't know how to use it. And I think that's where the issue of unemployment comes. AI is never to replace people's job, but it would take people who would not know how to adapt. It would take them out of job because that's where it's going. It's just like I think somebody said it on one of our masterclass as well. If you're still a typist, you don't want to know how to use laptops or computer, and you're still wanting to type with typewriter, you will have been out of job by now. It is not because you don't have opportunity to learn and adapt, like you said, but you refuse to cope with what is going on. The same thing with AI. It's a tool. You use Google search to do research. AI can help you to do your research and can help you to do a lot of things. But of course, it is still your responsibility because whatever is given to you, if you read it and you are not satisfied with what is there, or you question it on you got the right to correct those things. So I think that's the bottom line of it. So the trip surely is more towards soft skills. I mean, just trying to publish the comment here in the. So I think Prof also says something. Capitalism is more about efficiency for bountiful reward. Very true, sir. Where labor is seen as just input. That's very true. So yes, any other question, anyone? Because that's I'm not sure if I've missed any. I don't know if I've missed any. I think you've answered this. I tried to put this one there actually, but I'm sure you've answered it when you were talking in your presentation. How can service-driven businesses leverage agentic AI to personalize customer experience or at scale? And you have just demonstrated that as well. And I think this is where you want people to concentrate on. This is what you want people to gain and learn from your presentation. How whatever you do, how can you create a kind of customer experience from that? Scale your business, be more productive, be more efficient, save time, and make more money. If that's the case.
Exactly. That's my signature. That's my signature.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. So, and I think that's what it is here, and that's why I put that there. So yes, I don't know if there's any other question, but from here, from LinkedIn, I've seen I've presented all the question on LinkedIn, on YouTube, and then of course on Facebook. So if there's any, okay, I think Akini Arika. Oh, okay.
Hey, I know him.
Yeah.
That's a young picture of him. He's looking young in that picture.
All right. So he said if the rate of change outside you is greater than the rate of change inside you, very soon you will become obsolete. Very, very true, sir. Thank you so much. That's very true. So it's all. That's why we. Yeah, that's why we're here.
Professor.
That's why we are here, to educate ourselves, to encourage ourselves to learn more, and so that we can earn more. Thank you so much. Yeah, transformation from within. Yes, thank you for your contribution and participation. I think that's all about this one. I'm not sure if anybody has got any other question, but again, we are here. This is a monthly masterclass. We're going to be here next month, doing what we know how to do best, with great topic and great experts talking to us and giving us insight on topical issues that we need to learn and grow together. So, friends, without any other question, or in the absence of questions or further questions, I'd like to thank you all. Particularly, we want to thank our guest speaker, Mr. Sam Onigbanjo. And like I said, this is your second time coming on to the SkillsMindset, Masterclass live show. The first time was great. Today is even greater. So thank you for your time. Thank you for your expertise. Thank you for what you share and your passion to helping businesses and organizations grow. And I think together we can make it bigger and we can make it better. And to all the participants and to all attendees, we want to really appreciate you for joining us from Africa, from Nigeria, from UK, from US, and anywhere you are joining from. And to those who have not even indicated where they are joining from, but we call it welcome you and appreciate you. It's a monthly thing. You'll be getting notification from us from time to time. Please, let's connect. Let's do this together. It's a free masterclass. You can share that with among your friends and colleagues. We will be able to do that. So thank you for attending and participating in this masterclass. We hope you find it stimulating and educational. And I really want to thank our technical team who are behind the scene, making sure that Mr. Sam's presentation was smooth and was well done. So thank you so much. We really appreciate you. Ayo is there. We really appreciate you. So the insights and strategies shared today can help you build resilience and adapt, enabling you to move forward even after facing significant challenges. The world needs the best version of you and your business. So Agentic AI can assist you in whatever you do. So if you have any questions, comments, or inquiries, please visit our website at www.skillsmindset.com and leave us with a message. One of our team members will reach out to you. We'll encourage you to subscribe and follow us on all our various platforms so you don't miss any episode or any of our podcasts as well, and our monthly masterclass. So we urge you to approach every moment with courage and optimism. Keep pursuing your dreams with knowledge and unwavering passion. And I think sometimes now I hope by the time we meet next month, we will have also included adapt AI into our website so that you don't have to, no staff is going to be responding to you. Our Agentic AI will be responding to you. So, but you know what? Until next time, take care, stay focused, and goodbye for now. Thank you very much.
The world is changing, and so does change. But the mind has the potential to capture the changing world and make every change count. At SkillsMindset, the leading global skills, strategy and corporate development company, we believe that the mind has the potential of transforming the man from obscurity to prominence. It's the reason why we make skills our business. At SkillsMindset, we stand for change, for development and for success. We challenge, we inspire, and we lead. With SkillsMindset, your limit is just the beginning. Welcome to SkillsMindset. For more information about the great service we provide, please visit our website on www.skillsmindset.com or give us a call on our UK number on 07957 676 193. Better still, send us an email on info@skillsmindset.com. Skills Mindset. Challenging limits, maximizing opportunities.